It's really kind of an anomaly in the fishing world. You know, when I talk to anglers that love hard baits and they show me their deep diving collection, they've got everything from shallow runners, hit the mid depths, all the way down to those deep divers. But oftentimes, if we open up their, jerkbait box, their suspending jerkbait box, they've got the majority of them that hit one specific range. Well, if you really want to take your jerkbait angling to that next level, we need to apply that same process of hitting different depths. When I think of my jerkbait fishing, I like to try to get the lure at that same depth as the bass where they're hanging out, or just slightly above them. Yes, there are times when grinding that jerkbait into some rocky bottom composition will definitely work and they'll feed down, but as a general rule of thumb, I like to keep it at eye level or just a little bit above, and that's why the different depths are so critically important. So in my lineup, in my jerkbait box, I've got the size 100 that's going to cover that 3 to 4 foot range. Then I've got the 200 and the 300. They both hit in that 4 to 7 foot area. It's just which one do you want to pick as far as profile size for the size of the bait you're trying to match. And then you've got your deep diving 300 series, which gets down to about that 11 foot mark. So when I'm using a jerkbait, I like to be pretty confident that the bass are in less than 15 feet of water, okay? If they're any deeper than that, these are not going to be the best choice as far as what I could possibly use. But when I go out there, obviously if my bottom composition is, fairly shallow, I'm going to pick up the 100, or I got some vegetation that comes up near the surface, I'll pick that 100 up. But when I have more open water, okay, or let's say I'm fishing a flat that is, 12 feet deep or 14 feet deep, I'm going to try to determine, are those bass sitting at 10? Well, then I might pick up, this one here that's can I get down to that 7 foot range. So make sure that you do a good job of adjusting your jerkbaits to hit that maximum depth. And I'm telling you, there are days when I have been out there and the 300, maybe I'll catch a fish or two on, and then I put the 300 deep on, and all of a sudden my catch rate goes way, way up, or vice versa. So I'm constantly switching things up. If those bass are there, I'm confident they're going to hit it. A jerkbait is one of those lures that it's very difficult for them to ignore. It is a lure where a back-to-back-to-back catch is very possible. I've had it happen so many times, especially when I take the time to dial in which lure is hitting the depth that's going to be most efficient for where those bass are sitting. And hey, if you want to watch a video that talks about something that might be holding your crankbait angling back, go ahead and check this one out right here, and make sure that you go out and encourage someone today. You never know how you might just change their life. For the Bass Fishing Life, I'm your host, Steve Rogers.